This evening, suspect charged and remanded in brutal double murder case in Linden. CANU busts narcotics concealed in snack packs and made arrest in separate operation. Former daycare employee sentenced to 8 years in prison for child rape. In the region, Haiti, fight against gangs overshadows Flag Day festivities. And internationally, Italy floods, at least 9 dead in EMILIA-ROMAGNA. Welcome to this broadcast of Channel 2's Headline News Update for May 18th, 2023. I am Bibi Bacchus. Thank you for joining us. First up, Shadwin Semple, one of the alleged suspects in the double murder case of the Linden men Johnson Bowen and Emmanuel Dos Santos, was formally charged and remanded to prison earlier today. Semple appeared at the Georgetown Magistrates Court, facing charges related to the heinous crime. Specifically, he was charged with the offense of murder in the course or furtherance of a robbery. Semple appeared before Magistrate Sam, where the indictable charge was read to him. He was not required to enter a plea and was remanded to jail. The court heard that the brutal double murder occurred on May 13th at Block 22 West Linden. Bowen and his son-in-law Dos Santos were attacked and killed in their home by 3 unidentifiable masked males armed with handguns and a cutlass during the early hours of Saturday morning. The police discovered 2 suspects, Semple and a deceased male, in a house at Block 22 Wisma, still under construction. Upon entering the house, they found the naked body of the deceased suspect lying on the bathroom floor. The body exhibited 5 chop wounds. The body was taken to a mortuary for post-mortem examination and Semple was arrested. June 8, 2023 has been set for Semple to return to court for a subsequent hearing to address the case further. The Customs Anti-Narcotics Unit made multiple narcotics busts. One of the busts saw the narcotics cleverly concealed in snack packs. Dale Jarvis has more details.
The Customs Anti-Narcotics Unit officers acted upon credible information and conducted a targeted search on the Interior Transportation Service Company. The operation concluded with officers uncovering a quantity of suspected cannabis cleverly concealed within a box of snack packs. Upon inspecting the concealed cargo, CANU officers swiftly confiscated the suspicious substance and promptly transported it to CANU headquarters for further investigations. Preliminary tests confirmed the suspicions, revealing the seized substance to be cannabis. The total weight of the confiscated narcotic was estimated to be approximately 6.3 pounds, with an estimated street value of approximately $1 million. No arrest has yet been made, however, investigations are ongoing. We will keep you updated as investigations unfold. Meanwhile, in another targeted operation yesterday, CANU officers searched a shop at 101 Hunter Street, Albistown, Georgetown. The operation led to the discovery of a quantity of suspected cannabis and resulted in the arrest of a male suspect. The suspect has been identified as 41-year-old Anthony Oscar Wilson of Hunter Street, Albistown. Wilson was taken into custody and subsequently escorted to CANU headquarters along with the suspected narcotic. After testing, authorities confirmed that the seized substance tested positive for cannabis. The total weight of the confiscated narcotic was approximately 18 pounds, with an estimated street value of approximately 2.5 million Guyana dollars. Reporting for Headline News Update, Dale Jarvis.
Thanks, Dale. In a dramatic turn of events, a rape suspect managed to escape from custody while being escorted by a police officer for trial at the Demerara High Court on Tuesday. The accused, identified as Warren George, took a daring leap off the court's balcony, but surprisingly appeared in court the following day, expressing remorse for his actions. According to reports, George requested to use the restroom while being accompanied by the officer. Seizing the opportunity, he made a bold escape during the journey to the washroom. Security cameras at the court captured the shocking moment when George jumped over the balcony of the 2-storied building, landing on the lawns below before swiftly getting up on his feet and fleeing the scene. At the time of his escape, George was on trial before Justice Narendra Singh and was out on court bail. George was subsequently recaptured. However, upon his unexpected return to court on Wednesday, his bail was immediately revoked. Stick around when we return. Mabaruma Women's Group diversifies income with locally made chocolate bars, and a former daycare employee sentenced to 8 years in prison for child rape.
When you need money and you gotta get it fast, Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop is the place for that confidential transaction in a quiet and secure location. You'll get the highest value per pennyweight for your gold and also enjoy the lowest interest rates and longest payback period too. Yes, for that instant transaction to solve a pressing financial problem. That Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop, 46 Boyle Place, that's between the Ministry of Housing on Brick Dam and White Castle Fish Shop. Be your first and only choice. Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop, safe and sound, solid and secure, always there for you. Telephone 231-7878 and 223-8955.
Hello, my fellow TikToker followers. He is Credit, and today all we will be making Chinese noodles with peppies, chow mein, chicken fritters, and spice cake. For the noodles, all of these will be using peppies, black pepper, cashew,
Chinese sauce, soy sauce, garlic sauce, paprika, Chinese seasoning, chow mein seasoning, five spice, and all-purpose seasoning.
Next, this chicken that we marinate soak for all you wanna know nothing with peppies, green seasoning, miracle seasoning,
Pepper sauce, chicken seasoning, paprika, garlic powder, jerk seasoning, black pepper, onion powder, and ginger powder, and document plantain flour, and then this butter we make with this quick piece powder, and we
boil in high. We serve with peppies, barbecue sauce. Radica went to the supermarket and she papa buy up enough things. She feels she alone can cook, but she routine even wrong. He shaped like a guy in a map.
Peppies has a wide range of ingredients available at supermarkets nationwide. Peppies, we put the pep back into your kitchen.
Make Georgetown beautiful once more with the council that you choose. Keep the city bright for sure, and the heritage we don't lose, and the heritage we don't lose, and the heritage we don't lose. Vote the Independent Citizens for Progress for a better and beautiful Georgetown at local government elections in June.
Problem, Granny?
I want money for borrow for those surgery. I was dancing and I fall and fracture my hip.
If you need some quick money, you should check Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop, lot 238 South Road Border, Georgetown. Get jewelry made to order in just 72 hours. We also accept vehicles. Lender's, best rates, longest payback period.
Boys, I get through. Plus, I could dance again.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Hi, Mr. Smart. Please stop a minute and just clarify this thing for me.
Oh, Sonel, don't tell me it's local government questions again.
Yeah, boss. How come the local government elections different from the general elections?
Okay, the local government election systems allow for half of the members of the council to be elected through the proportional representation system, just like general elections. And the other half will be elected through the first past the post system. This system allows for one candidate to be elected to represent the constituency where he or she lives. For example, if a council got 30 seats, like the Georgetown municipality, 15 will be elected through the proportional representation system, and the other 15 will be elected through the first past the post system, giving a total of 30 councillors.
So that means that every constituency will have one of its citizens who live there having a seat and representing it at council.
Yes, Sunil, that's correct. And if you need to know anything else about the electoral system for local government elections, just call Jacob. Take care, Sunil.
All right.
Monday, June 12, 2023 is Local Government Elections Day. For further information, contact GCOM or visit the GCOM website at www.gcom.org.gy.
Welcome back. A women's group in Mabaruma Region 1 is boosting their income by producing locally made chocolate bars. The Blue Flame Women's Group was formed in 2005 by 15 wives of cocoa farmers who worked with the Mabaruma Hosororo Organic Cocoa Growers Association. The purpose was to utilize the cocoa beans produced by their husbands. It has expanded its product line after participating in a training program facilitated by the Ministry of Agriculture. With the ability to produce various recipes of chocolate bars, including dark, milk, and fruit mix varieties, the group is now exploring market opportunities both regionally and in Georgetown. The group is working with the Ghana Marketing Corporation to upgrade its packaging for potential exportation. The recent training program was part of the Ministry of Agriculture's Hinterland and Environmental Sustainable Agricultural Development Project, which aimed to support community-based development projects in Regions 1 and 9. The chairman of the Mabaruma Premier Cocoa Growers expressed optimism that cocoa production in the region can expand further, considering the favorable climate and market potential for cocoa beans. However, part-time farming and incentives still need to be addressed for cocoa farmers in the area. With strategic planning and support, cocoa production in Mabaruma has the potential to thrive once again. In a shocking turn of events, 20-year-old Gabriella Allen, commonly known as Gabby, a former daycare employee of Buck Hill, Linden, was sentenced to 8 years in prison on Monday after being found guilty of sexually assaulting a young girl under the age of 16. The conviction came following a trial at the Demerara Sexual Offense Court, presided over by Justice Priya Srinarayan Bihari. Allen vehemently denied the charges outlined in the indictment, which accused her of sexually assaulting a child under the age of 16, a violation of the Sexual Offences Act. However, the jury reached a unanimous verdict on February 22nd, leading Justice Srinarayan Bihari to order a psychiatric evaluation for Allen. The probation officer had explained that throughout the interview with Allen, the woman maintained her innocence and claimed that she was set up. Don't go away after the break. Astronauts could fly over Mars by 2033, and Italy floods, at least 9 dead in EMILIA-ROMAGNA.
Good girl forget things.
What's the problem, Granny?
I want money for borrow for those surgery. I was dancing and I fall and fracture my hip.
If you need some quick money, you should check Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop, lot 238 South Road Border, Georgetown. Get jewelry made to order in just 72 hours. We also accept vehicles. Lenders, best rates, longest payback period.
Boys, I get through. Plus, I could dance again. Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Hello, my fellow TikToker followers. He is Credit, and today all we will be making Chinese noodles with peppies, chow mein, chicken fritters, and spice cake. For the noodles, all of these will be using peppies, black pepper, cashew,
Chinese sauce, soy sauce, garlic sauce, paprika, Chinese seasoning, chow mein seasoning, five spice, and all-purpose seasoning.
Next, this chicken that we marinated, soak for all you who don't know nothing with peppies, green seasoning, miracle seasoning,
Pepper sauce, chicken seasoning, paprika, garlic powder, jerk seasoning, black pepper, onion powder, and ginger powder, and document plantain flour, and then this butter we make with this quick piece powder, and we
boil in high. We serve with peppies, barbecue sauce. Radhika went to the supermarket and she proper buy up enough things. She feels she alone can cook, but she routine even wrong. He shaped like a guy in a map.
Peppies has a wide range of ingredients available at supermarkets nationwide. Peppies, we put the pep back into your kitchen.
Make Georgetown beautiful once more with the council that you choose. Keep the city bright for sure, and the heritage we don't lose, and the heritage we don't lose, and the heritage we don't lose.
Vote the Independent Citizens for Progress for a better and beautiful Georgetown at local government elections in June.
When you need money and you gotta get it fast, Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop is the place for that confidential transaction in a quiet and secure location. You'll get the highest value per pennyweight for your gold and also enjoy the lowest interest rates and longest payback period too. Yes, for that instant transaction to solve a pressing financial problem. That Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop, 46 Boyle Place, that's between the Ministry of Housing on Brick Dam and White Castle Fish Shop, be your first and only choice. Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop, safe and sound, solid and secure, always there for you. Telephone 231-7878 and 223-8955.
Miss Anne! Miss Anne!
Oh, hi, darling.
Help me out with this thing, man. You just know everything. What's all this talk about local government election?
Local government refers to the mayor and councillors who manage the affairs of our towns, like Georgetown, and the chairman and councillors of the Neighborhood Democratic Council.
Oh, but why is that important to me?
Dolly, it is very important. Every day, local government officials make decisions that affects you, your family, and the community. They serve the people within the community in which they were elected.
Oh, Miss Anne, me not understand all them big words you use there. Tell me what local government does do.
All right, Dolly. Local government is responsible for maintaining and protecting public property, like our community centers and the playgrounds, for collecting the garbage, maintenance of the streets, cleaning of the drains and the carpets, and so much more.
Oh, I now understand. Thanks, Miss Anne.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna show off for me friends them why I will vote at the local government elections.
That's a good thing. Let's go.
Monday, June 12, 2023 is Local Government Elections Day. For further information, contact GCOM or visit the GCOM website at www.gcom.org.gy.
Welcome back. Now let's take a look at what's happening in the region and around the world. May 18th is Haitian Flag Day, recognizing the adoption of the country's flag in 1803. But this year, people are using it to reinforce the fight against gangs. Al Jazeera's Teresa Bow has more.
Onesilienne was shot when she was entering her home in Port-au-Prince. She had just arrived from work when a stray bullet hit her back. That was 2 months ago, but the bullet has not been removed because she was told at the hospital there were no doctors available to remove it.
I was here talking to my neighbour and I felt something hit me in the back. I heard the kids scream, "Mum got shot." I still have the bullet in my back. The situation now each day is very bad. We cannot live in peace.
Haiti is in chaos, caught in battles between rival gangs.
Barricades like this one are being set up all around Port-au-Prince, and people are using them not only to prevent their neighborhoods from being attacked by gangs, but also to prevent gangs from moving freely. This road connects the commune of Pétionville with another area that is not far away, and we're told that it was being used by gangs to move people that had been kidnapped.
Esaye Julgelin is a political activist. He says the government is not doing enough to fight the gangs, and that's why he's protecting his neighborhood.
It costs so much money for a regular Haitian to get anything out of customs, but every day guns are coming through our customs. There are more than 1 million guns and the closest port is in Florida.
Tired Haitians have started to go after the gangs themselves and have killed and set on fire dozens of suspected gang members.
La mission de ce gouvernement.
A political crisis is complicating the situation in Haiti even more. Ariel Henry became the interim prime minister when President Jovenel Moïse was assassinated in 2021. But he was not ratified in Congress. The last national elections happened in 2016. Members of the opposition formed what is known as the Montana Accord to create a transitional government, but they have failed to convince the government to step down.
There's a nexus between the political elite and the coalition of political or criminal groups in the country. So if we don't break this nexus between the political and economic elite and this coalition of criminal groups, there's no way we can talk about security in the country.
The ongoing stalemate is prolonging the suffering of the Haitian people, caught between the gang warfare and the government's inability to end it. Teresa Wu, Al Jazeera, Port-au-Prince.
Okay, lots more.
Internationally, at least 9 people have died in wide-scale flooding in northern Italy. Thousands more have been forced from their homes. Al Jazeera's EMILIA-ROMAGNA has more.
Help from above as rescuers lift a pregnant woman to safety. Just one of countless moments of danger and acts of heroism playing out in Italy's flooded Emilia-Romagna region. On the ground, emergency workers search for more people who may be trapped. Locals say they've never seen a disaster on this scale.
I've lived here since 1979. I've seen floods go by, but I've never seen anything like that. We've never had water here.
Cars lie abandoned in flooded streets. Rivers burst their banks after half a year's worth of rain fell in just 36 hours. A state of emergency is in effect. More than 10,000 people have had to leave their homes. Where the water has receded, residents are taking stock of the damage. Volunteers are helping get the most vulnerable to safety, in case the waters should rise again.
We've come to give a hand to try to save people and animals. The situation is still tough, tragic. We hope it will improve. I don't know what the weather forecast is.
It'll take time before the region can return to business as usual. Sunday's Formula One Grand Prix has been cancelled. Organisers say they couldn't guarantee the safety of attendees. It's the second time this month that people have died as a result of extreme weather in Emilia-Romagna. Meteorologists say climate change could make them more frequent. Disasters of today becoming tomorrow's facts of life. Vincent Monaghan, Al Jazeera.
And finally, humans are closer than ever to visiting Mars. That is according to scientists from around the world who have gathered at a summit in Washington, D.C. They are trying to inject a sense of urgency into the mission, seeing a gravitational slingshot in 2033 would shorten a round-trip journey from 2.5 years to 18 months. Al Jazeera's Heidi Zucastro reports.
2033 is when the planets will align, literally, to give humans their easiest shot to fly over Mars, then fly home. That's when the red planet will be in position to give Earthling astronauts a gravitational assist, shortening the round-trip journey from 2.5 years to 1.5.
This will be an opportunity to send a crew to the vicinity of Mars and bring them back. It would not be a landing mission because we don't think we would be able to build and test a lander by 2033.
A manned Mars landing would be much further down the road, and even a manned flyover for now is just talk. But here at the Humans to Mars Summit in Washington, the gathered space community is buzzing with hope that it will happen soon.
It's a dream come true. I can't wait. Since I was a little boy, I've always dreamed about working in space. I'm doing it now, and I can't wait to be a part of this great adventure.
NASA still lacks money and a government mandate from Congress to officially greenlight a Humans to Mars mission, but the agency has been preparing for years. The so-called transit habitat in which Mars-bound astronauts would travel would likely look similar to a module of the International Space Station. And NASA is studying ways to improve life support systems when aborting the mission is not an option.
We have the baseline systems that we have been using on the International Space Station, but as with the entire mission, we will have to take fresh eyes on all of our systems and make sure that they play well together and they will work for a crew that is autonomous and a very long way from home.
NASA's Artemis missions to the moon are also part of the prep work for Mars. Agricultural scientist Daniel Tompkins will send up so-called moon gardens ahead of NASA astronauts returning to the lunar surface in 2025.
We're going to have the first butterfly, the first bee, the first fish. We're going to pack this full, rather complex ecosystem and really see how it changes over time and how it stabilizes.
This brings us to the end of our regional and global news coverage. Up next is the 3-day weather forecast. And that's Safety V2 headline news for this Thursday evening. As we take our leave, we invite you to follow us on Facebook and YouTube. You can also tune in tomorrow morning at 6:30 for a rebroadcast and in the evening at 7 for Blue News. Until then, please take care of yourself and each other.